hygienic, ingenious supplies.
What's up, Spikes? Welcome back to North 100 Showdown, a Canadian... Wait a second. Who are you?
What's up, Spikes? It's me, Benjamin Wheeler. That's right, the oldest living Spike.
That's just not true.
No, that's not true at all.
Wheeler, good friend of the show, honorary Spike feeder, in studio today with me. I get the honor of playing Canadian Highlander against you today, bud. I've got a deck from a time near and dear to my heart for a brief period in about 2020. Jim and I were both working from home, so we played over webcam during his lunchtime, a thing we like to call Lunch-Lander. And so this deck was born. It's basically Domain Zoo, but it's lovingly called 5-color lo-fi beaters to beat Jim's ass with.
Okay.
Yeah. My points, simple. Recall, Seeker.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Straightforward.
trying to do. Yeah.
If you watched some of the Canadian Highlander content that I've put out, you may remember me beating Elliot's ass with mirrors. So I brought it back.
No!
I'm kidding. I'm playing Death and Taxes. Mono White Death and Taxes.
I don't know that that's better for me.
Well, yeah, no Brutaclads in here, so you're safe. Yeah.
Thing haunts my dreams, yeah.
I hope so. My points are Mana Crypt, Mox Pearl, and Umezawa's Jite.
I would like you to not resolve that one. That was pretty good against my creature strategy.
I'll do my darndest, but no promises.
Yeah. Just before we get into things, shout out to our sponsor, Gamegenic. They brought us these lovely playmats, these bastions that we're keeping our decks in right now, the sleeves that we use, and they have all sorts of lovely products for you to use to protect your Magic collection, your board game of any kind collection, really. Their boxes are great for holding any kind of collectibles or board games of any kind, so check them out. If you head down to your LGS and they don't have it, ask them, because they might be able to get some in. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get into things here.
Okay.
I'm going to start things off. Unfortunately, I won the die roll. Unfortunately for you.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often. We have the stats to prove it. You're just unluckier than me.
I have been known as the most unlucky Magic player of all time.
Well, glad to have you.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
I'm going to start things off with a Polluted Delta.
That is unlucky.
It's a fine land, isn't it?
It's a fetch land.
Well, I'm going to go to 19 here. Off this Delta, I'm going to get a Tropical Island, and I'm going to tap it for a Noble Hierarch.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big scary. Go ahead.
Drop. I'm going to lead with an Agonjo Castle, and I'm going to cast a Dryad Militant.
Oh.
And I'm going to pass.
So much bigger than my O1.
It's very big.
I'll draw. I've got a Bloodstained Mire, and unfortunately, it's just instant sorcery,
Just
right?
instant sorcery.
I'm so good. Go to 18. Off this Bloodstained Mire, I'm just going to get a Raugrin Triumph tapped, and I'm going to pass the turn.
Drop. Got some mana open there, bud.
Maybe? 2 of it?
I'm going to play a Silent Clearing. I'm going to cast a Mox Pearl.
Ooh. That one's good.
Okay.
Probably not for me, but it resolves.
Probably not. Let's go to combat. 2.
16.
Then I'm going to cast Sanctifier on Vec.
What is that guy do?
2/2 Pro Black, Pro Red, ETB, exile all cards in graveyards that are black and red. And if a black or red permanent spell or card not on the battlefield gets put into the graveyard, it gets exiled instead.
Okay.
Not very good
Well, I did leave some mana up. You did note that. And I'm trying to be sort of a tempo deck, I think. So I'm going to attempt to just miscalc that thing.
Sure. So that gets exiled.
Oh, yes. The Militant's still in play.
And then I'm going to go to 19 and play Dauntless Bodyguard.
Ooh, a nice one.
I'm going to choose the Dryad Militant.
Sounds good.
Go ahead.
I'll untap. I'll draw. I've got a Mana Confluence. And you actually alluded to me showing you this earlier. Ruhan of the Fomori. I'm going to 15 because of the Mana Confluence. Now, my copy happens to be in Japanese. But this is a 4-mana 7/7 that normally when I go to combat, I'd have to choose who he's attacking at random. But this is a 1v1 format, bud. So move over.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. No swords, no path, no Solitude, please.
Not yet.
Oh.
Start off with a Charming Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Scry 2.
You may.
Those are pretty good. I've got to bottom both of them, though.
Oh.
I got this Ruhan of the Fomori that I want to maybe deal with.
No, pay no attention to the Ruhan on the battlefield.
I'm going to play City of Traders.
That's a good one.
I'm going to tap floating 1. I'm going to cast Shadow Spear.
Also a good one. Yeah.
And then I'm going to use the remaining 1 and the Silent Clearing going to 18 to equip Shadow Spear to my Dryad Militant.
Yep.
I am then going to pass the turn.
Okay. I can't help but notice that with this giving this +1/+1, this is 7.
Yeah.
I'll draw for my turn. Well, I will play a Wooded Foothills, and I'll crack it down to 14. Off my foothills here, I'm going to try to complete my domain by fetching a bayou.
Okay.
And then this is the one that I alluded to being one of my favorites. Ooh, we've got a Mantis Rider.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Yeah.
In the Jeep.
Okay.
I'm going to go to combat.
Sure.
Interestingly, I'm playing this and not doing the Exalted thing.
Yeah.
Because I think if you want to trade all 3 of your dudes here, it's pretty good for me. So I'm going to attack you for 7 and for 3 in the air.
I think I'm going to take 10.
Whoa. 8?
Yep.
Okay, that was not what I was expecting, and I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Untap. Drop. I'm going to float a colorless, and I'm going to crack my Silent Clearing. Then I'm going to tap 3, or tap 2 and use the colorless that's floating. And I'm going to cast Ranger Captain of Eos.
That's a good one, yeah.
Trigger. I get to find a 1 drop or less.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get Giant Killer off my Ranger Captain. Combat.
You may.
I'm going to attack for 3.
I'm going to declare no blocks and take 3 here.
Down to 11. I go up to 11 as well.
Back up to 11 for you.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Ooh. Okay. I'll do some digging here. I'm going to tap this Hierarch for a Thought Scour.
Yep.
Target myself.
Sure.
Ooh, Savage Knuckleblade, Scalding Tarn to the graveyard. This exiled.
Yep.
Draw a card. I've got Basic Planes.
Ooh, a favorite of mine. Oh, I don't have any in play.
Oh,
Imposter.
are you even a white deck?
No.
Now that you definitely don't know any of the cards in my hand, I'm gonna go to combat. I'm going to attack once again for 7 and for 3.
All right, this time I'm going to make a block.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to throw this 2/2 under your 7/7.
You may.
And I'm going to take 3.
Okay.
I go to 8.
8 it is. Once again, with you definitely not knowing any of the cards in my hand, I'm gonna pass the turn.
Untap. Drop. Combat. Attack with the Ranger Captain and the Dryad Militant.
And the Dryad Militant. Okay. Well, this time, because I've done the math properly, I will pay 3 mana because of my legendary creature. I will try to Otawara the Shadow Spear back to your hand.
Yeah, that is fine.
Okay.
Shadow Spear gets brought back to my hand.
Okay.
Have you declared blocks yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Any effects before moving to declare?
I do have an effect before
Okay.
blockers are declared.
Unfortunate.
I would like to use Giant Killer's Adventure and chop down your 7/7 here.
Okay. This is a nice one. I'm going to tap this Mana Confluence, going to 10. I'm going to Memory Lapse that.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Goes on
Buys me
top.
a turn, hopefully.
You're Hellbent?
I am.
Then I have another game action I'd like to take.
No.
I would like to evoke Solitude,
Yep.
pitching this Amaria's Call. And I'm going to... No. I'm going to
no?
exile your Mantis Rider.
Okay. I gain 3.
Yeah.
13. And then I have no more blocker to be declared.
Great.
I
Take
take
5.
5. Back down to 8.
8.
Oh.
This does kind of run into some issues with you potentially drawing a removal spell, but I'm going to play this Shadow Spear,
Okay.
my second main. And I don't think I should have actually made that play in hindsight, but that's okay. I am never punished. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Also, my Memory Lapse is exiled
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Untap.
I think in your upkeep, I'm going to sack my Ranger Captain of Eos. Can I lose that? Then you have that. That's also really bad. Because I killed that. You do that. I'm not a coward. Yeah, draw.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Big money. This card sucks.
Yeah.
All right, go to combat.
All
right. He must attack, so he will. Trigger Exalted.
Yep, and
Yeah.
I'll block.
Yeah, all of these Japanese keywords, none of them say trample.
Unbelievable. Before damage, I will sack to give my Dried Metal indestructible.
Sounds good.
Great.
The card in my hand is definitely not an instant.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to equip Shadow Spear to my Ranger Captain.
Yep.
I'd like to go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to attack with both of these. I'm going to attack with just the Ranger Captain, actually.
Sounds good. I don't think I'm throwing my Hierarch under the bus here, so I'm taking 4.
So you go to 4 and I go to 12.
Go to 12. Unfortunate.
Second main, I'm going to cast Sun Gold Sentinel.
Oh.
2 mana, 3/2. When it ETBs or attacks, I exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. And then Coven, if I have 3 creatures with different power, I can pay 1 and a white, pick a color, it gains hexproof in that color, and can't be blocked by that color.
Oh, things have so many words nowadays.
Yeah, like this.
Would you like to exile something? I assume
yeah.
from my yard.
Let's get the Nux out. Or no, the Otawara. Let's get the
okay.
Otawara.
Good.
And then I'm going to pass.
Not separating me from my savvy
No.
Nux. Okay.
I wouldn't do something so insensitive.
I'll untap. Upkeep.
Nothing.
Okay.
If you draw Fury, it's between you and the top of your deck.
It's not Fury yet.
Okay.
It is currently a preordain.
Sure.
Okay. I will scry 2.
Mhm.
Oh, and cheat a little bit.
As a treat.
As a treat. Yeah. Those are going to the bottom real quick.
Good.
This gets exiled.
Mhm.
Normally I just tuck them under there, but there's so many of them, it's causing some distortion. You know? Okay, here we go. Oh. It's interesting. It's an interesting one. I've got 1, 2, 3 for a Spell Seeker.
Yep.
ETB trigger.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to search.
Mhm.
I'm going to find Berserk
Uh-huh.
off of this Spell Seeker.
Uh-huh.
And then I'd like to go to combat.
If I do that, 14, 15, then I can block 3. So, unfortunately, I could sack it here, which would require you to Berserk before you actually attack, which keeps you off the Exalted trigger.
True.
But then that becomes a 15 power creature, and I can only block 3, and I'm at 12. So I die for Exaxes.
Oh, you like that? That's for you, bud.
I do appreciate that. I
That's
appreciate
for
a good
you.
Berserk.
Okay. We've already made it further than I thought I would. Typically, I guess on North 100, you guys kind of talk about the lines or something while you shuffle up. We're probably just going to cut this.
Great.
So we'll see you when we've got hands for game 2. Would you like to be on the play or the...
I would love to be on the play.
I'm
You don't
sure.
even have to finish
Okay.
your sentence.
I won't.
Good.
Let's draw some hands. shall we?
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
This is a little risky, but I think I keep it.
Okay.
I keep this hand.
It's very possible with you going first that I never get to do anything with the hand that I'm looking at. And I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Good luck.
Start us off.
Cave of the Frost Dragon.
Okay.
Mana Crypt.
Okay.
Either Swarm Canaanist. Floating one.
Okay. Yeah.
And then pass.
Yeah, it's not a great one for me. I will draw. I will shock into play this Steam Vents. Going to 18. I'm just going to pass the turn back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Upkeep, I got a flip. Great. So Spike Feeders is heads, playing with power is tails. Jesus. Cut. We can cut that,
You
right?
didn't see that.
Heads.
Very good.
Drop. Combat.
You may.
Hit ya.
16.
Field of Ruin.
Oh, that's pretty good against me, I think.
I'm going to Field of Ruin you immediately.
I'm going to float a blue.
Okay.
That one lets me find A basic?
Basic. you
Okay.
play. In fact, you have to.
Oh, mandatory.
You have to search.
Okay, okay.
I have a basic plains.
I have a basic island.
Oh, go.
With my floating blue, my spell for the turn is going to attempt to be this ancestral recall.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I will draw 3. Oh. Ugh. Okay.
Okay.
My turn. Draw a card. Okay. We can work with that. I've got a tropical island again. And I've got a pretty sad Neshoba Brawler here.
It's a 2/3.
Domain of 2. It's a 2-mana 2/3 with trample. You're right. I guess I can't complain too much. That'll be my spell for the turn. So then I gotta go to discard.
Oh, Rockefeller.
This one, which this might give you too much information, but I'm going to discard a brainstorm.
Okay.
I don't know what that might be telling you, but don't think it too hard about it.
All right. Upkeep. Mana crypt.
Ooh, heads again.
All right.
This is going way better for you.
You can flip tails on this?
Maybe.
Draw.
I'll try one time and then for me.
So I'm going to play Demolition Field. And I'm going to Demolition Field your tropical island.
Is that one is just you, or I
No,
still
it's
get
both
to?
of us.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I have found a basic plains.
Oh, I found a basic forest.
Oh,
Lucky
congrats.
for me. He was briefly a 1/3.
And then I am going to pass.
Okay. I will untap, draw. Oh no, we talked about this last game. I cut Badlands. Idiot.
Yeah.
Ooh. Not casting that one anytime soon. I've got a City of Brass.
Oh, that's pretty helpful.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it adds black, white, and green too.
Right. It does do the colors. That is not unhelpful. What do I think is going on here? I will, in fact, add a white here. 15. This one's because of you. I added this recently. Teferi.
Time Raveler.
On the stack.
Yeah, you got Teferi.
Okay. I will immediately -3 him. Targeting the Canonist. Sure. I will draw a card.
Okay.
Tough. I will head over to combat.
Yeah.
I will swing 2 at you.
18.
And I will pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Crypt flip.
Please. Oh. I thought you said you were unlucky.
Draw?
No further questions.
You got a lot of cards in hand already. I'm going to float a colorless, and I am going to Declaration in Stone your Neshoba Brawler.
I see. That makes me a clue?
Yeah.
Or I investigate. I think I'm okay with that one. As okay as I can be. It's exiled as well, right?
Yes.
Oh, did we not get you clues
I got
after all
some
that?
clues.
Oh, you did. Okay. Ba-ba. 1 singular clue.
I'm going to play a Castle Ardenvale,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use a white and the 1 floating to cast Ethersworn Canonist.
Okay. That one is okay.
Then I'm going to pass the turn.
Alrighty, untap. I will draw. I've got an Arid Mesa.
No!
I will crack it down to 14. Off this Arid Mesa, I'm going to find a plateau.
Ooh.
Rest in peace, Neshoba Brawler. Could have been a 4/3. Then, I've got a guy. He's a friend of mine. He potentially also costs 4 mana.
No, not Minsk and Boo. Not Minsk.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not Minsk and Boo.
Much worse than that.
What?
This is CalMax the Storm.
You can censor what I'm about to say, right? In post? Can we get this in post?
Yeah.
What the are you doing playing this card? What is... Okay, yeah.
So, 4 mana, 4/4 Elemental Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Whenever you cast your first instant spell each turn, if CalMax the Stormsire is tapped, copy that spell.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose to Calamax.
When you copy an instant spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Calamax.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see when you tap him, you cast Berserk.
Uh-huh.
The trigger happens, it becomes 5, it becomes 10, he becomes 20.
I like your priorities.
Thank you.
You got good sense of what you want to do.
I learned it from you.
Thank you.
Dad.
Yeah. I learned it from watching you on North 100 Showdown, Dad.
I will tick this guy up before I forget, and I will pass back with just me and my dinosaur friend.
You and your dino. I am going to cast Path to Exile targeting Calamax.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Exiled. I actually do have one basic remaining.
Basic
so
planes!
I will go
All
find
right.
the basic planes. I will find my basic planes, completing my trifecta of basics in my 4-color splashing black deck.
Love that for you. I am going to then attack Teferi.
Dead guy.
I'm going to pass the turn.
Alrighty. Untap. Draw for turn. You know, we didn't get to see him do his stuff last game. So here he comes. We've got a Savage Knuckleblade.
Ooh, big Nux.
You get rid of one Teamer 4/4. Here's another. I actually don't want to do this City of Brass. I've got a Wooded Foothills. I'll crack it down to 12. Off the foothills, I'll find Volcanic Island. And I will use this Volcanic Island to pay the red. To give my goober haste.
Hoot, hoot.
Hoot, hoot.
Yeah.
4. Atcha.
14.
I'll pass the turn.
And a turn, I'm going to activate Castle Ardenvale and make a 1/1 human.
You may.
Untap. Crypt Flip.
Are you serious? I need you to start losing these, pal. That's tough.
Draw.
Yeah.
Let's attack you for 3.
Yeah. No blocks, no effects. 9.
I am going to float 2 white
Okay.
and tap 4.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to cast Ravages of War.
Unless its caster pays an additional 2. Got it. Luckily for me, I do also have this Force of Will.
This guy.
I will pitch this miscalculation.
Okay.
To this Force of Will, go to 8. Targeting your Ravages of War,
That
please.
is fine.
Whew. That's a close one.
I'm then going to play a land for the turn, and I'm going to pass.
Okay. I will take another damage here down to 7. Pop this clue. Draw. Okay, we narrowly avoided that one there. Let's see what we got. I'll go to combat.
Getting your knuckle mana ready?
Look, maybe. Before combat, I'm going to Noble Hierarch.
Ooh, yeah.
It's half a pump. Then combat, attack with the Nux, trigger Exalted.
It's half a pump. Isn't that what Aaron says about you? Yeah, I'll take 5.
Go to 9.
You didn't pump?
Now I have to kill you to like defend my honor
Yeah,
or something,
yeah,
right?
sure.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
You can cut that if you want.
Absolutely not.
That was a little more cruel than I usually get.
I'm gonna show it to her.
All right, mana crypt flip.
Yes. Now you're gonna lose because you were mean.
Oh,
that's
6.
that's what you get, pal.
Going to play planes. I'm going to animate my Cave of the Frost Dragon.
Okay, so it's a
3/4
with
flyer.
flying. Wow.
Combat.
Yeah.
Attack with the Cave and the Canonist.
Okay. Before blocks here, I will pay 2. I'm going to try to fire your Aethersworn Canonist. I would like it to no longer have its position of authority.
That's fine.
No blocks, because that's a flyer.
Take 3.
Go to 4.
Second main. Sun Gold Sentinel.
Ooh, yeah.
The exile one.
Yeah. Probably this recall, I imagine.
I think I'm more scared of this Fire Ice.
Ooh, okay.
Let me double check.
Yeah, you can think about it for sure. Do you want to look at him? Or I can hold him. Okay.
We're good. I'm gonna tap that. That gives you access to that. I'm gonna name Fire Ice.
Okay. Fire Ice exiled.
Then I'm gonna pass.
It's no longer in play, but this doesn't do anything for me. Okay. I will untap. I will draw. The line that I drew is a Verdant Catacombs.
Okay.
I will crack it.
Okay.
Off the Catacombs, I will finally find my black source here. I've got a Bayou. I will pay blue-red. I've got an expressive iteration.
Ooh, EI.
Yeah, this is the one that I said was pretty good, but not with Canonist in play.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the top three. Well, pretty easy, that one to the bottom. The order of the other ones, I don't think matters too much. This one into my hand. This is the one that I will exile. It is a mental note that I may cast until end of turn. And then properly put this one on the bottom. Now, how much blue mana do I have? 3. Oh, yeah. Noble Hierarch's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty good.
Pretty cool.
I will tap the Hierarch to fire off the mental note.
Sure.
Mill 2, Breeding Pool, Raugrin Triome. Draw a card. Tough. It's tough. Go to combat.
Yep.
I will declare an attack with the Knuckle Blade. It will become a 5/5 from Exalted.
So you can give it trample. Oh, no, never mind. I'll just block with the human.
Yep. Human down.
Human down.
Got him. I don't know. Oh, that thing's a 3/2.
It's a 3/2. And you're at 3.
I do be at 3.
Sometimes you do be at 3.
So sometimes we game like that. I've got another one of. I think this guy's your best friend, honestly. If I had to guess, Oko, Thief of Crowns.
Yep.
What does the Coven ability on this gentle
gains hexproof and can't be targeted. Or sorry, gains hexproof from that color and can't be blocked by creatures of that color.
Oh, okay. I will make a food token.
Okay.
I think that's my best chance at living here.
Sure.
Food. Go ahead.
Mana Crypt flip.
Yep.
Go to 3.
Okay.
Go to 3. Draw a card. Play a Plains.
Yep.
Animate.
Yep.
Go to combat.
You may.
I'll attack you for 6.
Okay. I have an instance card that I would like to cast. It is Atarka's Command. I'd like to go to 2 off of my City of Brass and choose mode. Deal 3 to each opponent. Your opponents can't gain life this turn.
Well, I guess it's only fair that I at least lose one game this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Did you win literally all the others?
I don't want to spoil it for the camera.
Oh, true. If you haven't checked out the Commander games that we played this weekend because you came to watch Wheeler play Highlander, a reasonable thing that you may have done, please do. We are the Spike Feeders. We do mostly Commander content, and I hope you had a good time.
I have, and I did spend most of my weekend doing what I'm about to do for you.
Okay. Thank you. And you heard him. We probably cut it. There was this traumatic event in my past that Wheeler has agreed to never bring up again. So we're all winners on this day, really.
GG's.
GG's. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find you before we let you go.
Sure. How much time do I have?
36 hours.
Great. Okay. My name is Benjamin Wheeler. I'm a member of Loading Ready Run. I'm a full-time partnered Twitch streamer. I also upload to YouTube. I have a whole bunch of podcasts. I'm a member of the Commander Advisory Group. And if you've heard of Canadian Highlander or Gladiator, yeah. And an honorary member of the Spike Feeders.
Can't forget that.
And I am very humble.
That's true.
Yeah.
I, as a first-hand witness of this weekend's events, so humble.
My humility and modesty are in my top 25 qualities.
They know no bounds, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. And we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.